What is good, Oh, look at this. What is good with me? Apparently not my stream, guys. What is going on today, everybody? Excuse me while I try to compose myself. Apparently I got way too much light happening up in this. Pardon all this. My name is Tank. This is the IBC Gang channel here on YouTube. I'm joined with my partner, Nick. Nick, say what's up.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Guys, we're going to be jumping on into a whole bunch of stuff. Like always, we're going to be talking about why we're seeing some volatility in the market, why things look uncertain. We're going to be talking about where we're looking at in the charts as far as support zones, where we're eyeballing certain buy areas for ourselves personally. We're going to be sharing with you guys some well, I don't know if you guys want to call it alpha. It might be alpha for some of you guys because you guys might not have it on your radar, but we're going to be sharing with you guys a whole bunch of information on a whole bunch of different protocols in the Cosmos ecosystem. Before we do that, if you guys could do us a huge favor, we are trying to grow. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your mama, share it with your auntie, your brother, your sister, your mother, all of them. Tell everybody in your house, make their accounts, come subscribe. You guys don't want to miss out. The more people that come see these videos, the more exposure Cosmos and the entire ecosystem gets. So it's kind of like a win-win for everybody, guys. And then also, we still have a giveaway happening. I'm going to give you guys some information on that in just a minute, but give me 1 second because that right there is bugging the life out of me. 1 second. Nick, take it away. 1 second, guys.
Oh, where are we going? Well, everybody, I think it's time to sing Tank happy birthday. I want to see it in the chat. We can start it off. Someone can start it off, and we will continue in the chat spamming happy birthday until he comes back, I think. Unless we don't want to do that. But
oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I figured it out. I didn't have my it's a mess. It's my birthday, like Nick was saying, guys. I'm a mess. I didn't have my other light up right now and fixed. I didn't have it fixed. Look how bright I am now. Look at that. Look how bright it is. Oh, I'm so unprofessional. Give me a break, guys. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm all over the place, Nick. I apologize, man. I'm gonna make your day hard today, man.
it's okay.
But yeah, guys, we got a bunch of stuff happening today. Like Nick just said, it is my birthday. I've turned 41 years old today. I'm an old person now. Like, oh, look at all these different lights. I feel like I am a boomer. I guess I am a boomer. Am I a boomer?
Maybe.
That is the light that I usually use. Forgive me, guys. I'm all over the place.
They're singing happy birthday for you in the chat, brother.
Oh, wait. Let me imagine it. Hold on. Let me imagine it. It sounds beautiful. It does. It sounds beautiful. It sounds like a bunch of people calling me old. That's what it sounds like. But it's beautiful either way.
Sorry,
41
brother.
years old in this life, guys. I've seen a whole bunch of stuff. Done a whole bunch of stuff. I'm very grateful for where I'm at, what I've been through, and, you know, the struggles that we'll go through in the future, guys. I'm super grateful for everything. I really do appreciate all of you guys. The best place, the best ecosystem, the best people to be surrounded by on my birthday. So I have no complaints whatsoever, guys. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's go ahead and jump on into it, Nick. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. First and foremost, though, I do want to say something. So if you guys don't know, I have a twin brother. He goes by Night Marcher. He also streams, but he streams on Twitch and he does more like gaming and stuff like that. He also has a YouTube channel. But earlier, I just want to show you guys, again, you guys know we always say it's always about you guys, right? Like this is Nick. This is Nick's doing today. It was really funny. So my brother's streaming at this moment on Twitch playing some Tarkov. And so Nick just comes in out of nowhere, right? And does this to the man. Does this to the man. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can hear this. But let me go back. In the middle of his birthday stream. You guys see it right there.
Whoa, what the?
He dropped some 100 subs on Twitch. Out of nowhere. That's my twin brother right there. Look at him. He goes by Night Marcher if you guys want to check him out.
Dude, Nick.
100 subs. So, thank you, Nick. Nick doesn't even hang out with my twin brother. Like, again, I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, I know we're partners in what we do, but I want to say thank you. That you didn't have to do that, and that was totally cool of you, man. That was totally cool of you.
What? Dude, Nick.
Happy birthday, Night Marcher.
Nick.
I'm still the better looking twin. Get out of here. Shut up. All right, guys, we're gonna jump on into things. Don't forget, like I said, though, like, retweet, or like, subscribe, retweet. It really helps us out, guys. If you guys are not following IBC Twitter handle, please do so. I have it up right here. I think Nick can just give you guys the link to retweet. It really helps us out. It gets more people in on these videos, and the more people that see these videos, the more exposure Cosmos and the entire ecosystem gets. So again, guys, it's a win-win for everybody. Let's go ahead and talk about what's happening right now in the markets now. We saw a lot of volatility over the past, actually 48 hours, if you want to be honest. We saw a pump, and then we saw a pretty good equal dump back down in the crypto markets, in the traditional markets. I just kind of want to share you guys my thoughts on what's actually happening. So we have a number of things happening. And again, right now, if you guys are wondering, we're looking at the Dow Jones. We're on the daily time frame. I'm still using Market Cipher as my daily or as my primary oscillator indicator tool. I want to share with you guys something that I'm seeing right here first, right? And I'm sharing you guys the traditional market because it has a lot to do with how the crypto market's going to move. Right now, we're correlated. You know, you guys could be ultra bulls if you guys want, but let's, you know, my job is to kind of give you guys perspective and bring you guys sometimes back down to earth, even if it seems like I'm floating up there with you guys sometimes. You know, I want to bring you guys some realistic viewpoints of what's happening in the market. So we're taking a look at the Dow Jones because it's correlated, and it's actually going to be the biggest influence on what happens in the crypto market. What happens here is going to happen there. So I have to share this thought with you guys. Right now, we are still seeing the RSIs looking like they're still pointing back up on Market Cipher B. They're pinched together quite nicely. They're not totally pinched together like I would like to see for a push back up, but they do look like they're starting to pinch together, or, you know, trying to maintain that tightness with each other. And then again, we do see on Market Cipher B on the daily time frame for the Dow Jones, we do see a buy signal, which is a green dot right here. So it's not looking all too bad, guys. It's just the way the market goes. We have pumps, we have dumps, we have ebbs, we have flows. Things don't move in a straight line. Right now, I am seeing some, you know, and I'm just spitballing. I haven't really gone into it in detail, so I actually could be wrong about this, but at a glance, as I'm looking at this, the one thing I want to show you guys is take a look at the RSIs and how it's trending downwards, and then take a look at the momentum waves and how they're now starting to trend upwards. That's divergence, guys. You guys need to be mindful of those kind of things. It's a little bit too early, in my opinion, to be calling it in either which way, because we do have the Fed meeting that's still going to, what is it, the 15th, Nick? The 15th, I think.
Yep, 15th and 16th.
Yeah, 15th, 16th is when the Feds will actually, or the Fed will actually come out and kind of give us more direction, or let us know their intentions on what they're planning on doing with interest rates and whatnot. It's kind of really a weird time because it really could go either way with the conflict happening in Ukraine and Russia, and then what we're seeing with inflation, hyperinflation, which I'm going to get to in just a second. It'd be really hard for me to fathom or think or digest the thoughts of them really crashing the market. Like, yeah, in all honesty, if we ever want to get, you know, back on the right track as a whole, like as a society, as the US and a financial power, like the hard truth of it is we do have to let everything burn. Like that's what it would really be. But people aren't ready, and honestly, structures and and platforms and institutions are not in positions to fill that. I don't think they'll ever be, to be honest with you. And that's why I'm saying that, like, what we have to do is let it all burn, make a hard reset, like everybody's talking about, like the new world, or like the hard reset, right? But honestly, let's be real about it. If they ever tried to do that, it would literally collapse our economy to the point that I don't know if they could resuscitate it. Like, that's just my take on it. But if you do your homework about how much we spend, how much we're in debt, and what measures they would actually have to take as far as like increasing interest rates and you know, halting some of their programs, it would be, it's very hard to think that they would do what they need to do to get us back on track. So in my mind with that, I honestly think that, like, even if they do anything, it's not going to be enough to really do anything. It's just going to hurt for a little while, and then we'll just go right back to printing money and inflation and do what we've always been doing. And again, I can kind of show you guys this because the charts don't lie. This is the Dow Jones on the daily, right? And I'll zoom out for you guys. You guys know I've been sharing this with you guys for a long time. Actually, let me try to go back as far as I possibly can. Reset it one last time. So you guys know I like to measure moves below the 200 SMA. Once the 200 SMA, I'm sorry, you guys can't see that. Once the 200 SMA gets broken and holds below it for more than 20 days or more. And I've been charting this for, over 20 years for the Dow Jones, for the NASDAQ, for the SPX, and even more for the DXY. Realistically, if we just go back to what I think is going to happen after a little bit of hurt, we could see us come down based on our measurements, about 21% total average move down once the 200 SMA is broken over the past 10 breaks. Again, that's over 20 years of data for the Dow Jones, guys. That puts us at right around 27,638. Again, nobody knows where the absolute bottoms or tops are, so I do have to put that out there. There is a caveat to my measurements. This is for a DCAing strategy. Like if anybody's interested in buying the shakeouts and buying the fear and buying the blood in the streets, because that's how life-changing money is actually made. It's buying when people are fearful and being fearful when people are being greedy. Literally, I'm not trying to be cliche or anything like that. There's a reason why people say that. It's because that's how the markets work. You need to switch your brain into a different mindset and really train yourself to be patient and ready to buy when it looks the absolute worst, because that's when things usually turn around. And if we are doing that, if we're trying to find a flooring position in these charts for the Dow Jones based on previous price action over the past 20 years, you can expect about 21% total average move down once the 200 SMA is broken and does not hold over 20 days, which it's already broke. We could come all the way down to here. It's just right around 21%, which is 27,638. Again, just because we don't know where the absolute bottom is, we could come down to here, not even touch it, and then be on our way. So consider maybe putting a first DCA here, not financial advice, but your first DCA should just be a feeler buy. It's not to catch or knock it out of the park. This is a base hit. This is a base hit buy, right? So I'm sharing with you guys it on the Dow Jones, but this could be applied to any chart, right? And any DCA strategy. Your first DCA should be a feeler base hit kind of capital deployment. Your second one should be just reinforcing. If it dips down further, it should just be a reinforcement of your first initial buy. And of course, like I've told you guys many times, you should be reinforcing your first position or your first buy with more on your second buy, and so on and so forth. So again, we have two more buys because we don't know where that floor might be. We could dip down even further and we could get fear. I'm not even going to try to say it today. We could get real fear come in on the market and a really good wick happen on the candles, and it could bring us down below this average, which I'm thinking is a flooring position on the charts. We could come below that, but that's where we take in our third buy, and that's where we're actually getting serious and reinforcing both the first two initial buys with as much or ideally more capital. So you're reinforcing your positions with even more positions, which is laddering down your DCA position, your overall position or your buy area, instead of being here to more here. So that way, when it does reverse, when things do start flattening out, it's not as hurtful. It's not as stressful. Again, guys, you guys have to be patient and be mindful of true price action that's happened in the past, because there's a saying in this game, right? Things don't necessarily repeat themselves, but they often do rhyme closely in these charts. So one of the strategies that I like to use, again, like I said, is measuring the 200 SMA price action movement in the past. And one of the caveats, or one of the things that actually has to be met when I'm using it on a daily time frame. Again, you can adjust all of these things for different assets. If some of them don't have 200 SMAs or whatnot, you can adjust some of these things per the time frames. But for the daily time frame, for something like this on the Dow Jones or Bitcoin that has over 10 years of price action has to go below the 200 SMA for more than 20 days for me to actually measure it on my chart, for me to use that in my average total, right? So that's one of the things that for me that I've found in my research has worked really, really well. I measure the move once the 200 SMA is broken, and I see how far down it goes. If it's been below it for more than 20 days, and I save that as an average, and then that's giving me 21%. That's giving me a realistic idea of what actual fear looks like. Because again, we're just trading people's emotions. We're combating people's emotions in the charts. Red being fear, green being greedy and euphoric. And that's all it is psychological warfare, guys. You're dealing with what people deem fearful and what people deem as, euphoric. So think about attacking your portfolio or looking at the charts like you would attack a war situation, right? You're not going to like just go ham and like realistic. Maybe some of you guys do. I don't know. But like, you're going to be a lot more conservative with your movements, right? If it's a life or death situation, which your money should be a life or death kind of situation for you, you're going to be a lot more conservative, and you're not going to treat it as a video game where you get extra lives or continue whenever you want. You're going to calculate your movements. You're going to maybe put a little bit out there, see what happens. If it gets taken from you, okay, I'm going to be a little bit more reserved now. Replenish it with more positions on my second buy and so forth. You guys get what I'm trying to say. But that's what I have right now in the Dow Jones. We're going to take a look at a couple of other things real quickly, but I'm not going to go into detail like I just did because I already did. But on the NASDAQ, guys, we could come down to 26.27, which would bring us down to 11,154 using that same strategy with the 200 SMA, right? We could literally come down to there. It doesn't mean that we are. I'm saying we could come down to there and possibly start seeing a flooring position. What I mean by flooring positions is this. Let me show you guys this right here on Market Cipher B. This is what a flooring position kind of looks like, guys. You see with the RSIs and these momentum waves kind of from these valleys, these high peaks right here, these mountain ranges right here. When we dip into the valley of death and the valley of pain, and we kind of just flatten out right here, you know, that's the flooring position that I'm talking about. This is not a very good example with the RSIs. This actually right here looks like a really good example. Let me show you guys a super good example right now, just so it kind of, there you go. This is Bitcoin's chart. You see these peaks right here? Let me get rid of all this nonsense. This is Market Cipher B. These peaks, these mountain tops right here, when we dip down and then we consolidate into the pot or into the valley down here and we just hold before rallying and making another mountain peak, that's the bottoming position that I'm talking about. That's where we want to start deploying capital. So again, if you're following my strategy, you hopefully are deploying here, which, okay, that's fine. It dips down a little bit more. You got your second buy there, dips down a little bit more. Fine. Boom. We got it there. And then, of course, if it dips down a little bit further, you had your fourth buy here, right? And then, boom, when it reverses, you're golden. So that's what we're looking for on the charts, guys. We're looking for positions using our 200 SMA strategy on all of these charts right here to find a floor position on Market Cipher B or on the charts right here, guys. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to just realistically save ourselves from feeling a lot of pain, but buying the pain at the same time and just being patient so that when we do invest in the pain, we reap the benefits and the glory that, you know, comes to people who risk it for the biscuit in those dire moments. So again, guys, no risk, no reward, but you guys got to be calculated with your movements in your portfolios. So again, that's what we're looking at with the Dow Jones, 27,638. NASDAQ, like I said, we're looking at 11,154. Realistically, that's a 26, a little bit kind of like a 26.27% move from the 200. That's major in these traditional markets. The SPX, we're looking at 3,472. Again, that brings us down just shy of 22%. The DXY, just to give you guys, you know, further evidence here on the charts. Let me go to the weekly here and zoom all the way out if I can. Guys, this is the weekly for this is what I was talking about with like not clearly seeing or believing that the Fed or that our US government is actually going to do anything to really fix anything. I mean, this chart goes back to 1985. And I mean, to be honest, even before that, once we got off the gold standard, like it's fake money. It's internet fake money, basically, like how they say about crypto, guys. Really, fiat money is make pretend BS money. It's fantasy money. You can print endless amounts of it. It's not backed by anything. All it's backed by is paper debt and IOUs and crap, to be honest with you. Even the stocks that people trade, you don't even really own those stocks. If you guys actually know how buying and selling, like if you're buying and selling gold, you think you actually own that gold, go, if the stuff hits the fan, go try to collect on your gold. Show them. In fact, if you even know where to go get your paper that says you actually owe it, show them that you own gold, and then go get that gold. See if you actually get it. It's a big whatever. It's a big dream is what I'm trying to get at. It's kind of ranting here, but I know a lot of people right now are very, very fearful. So I just want to give you guys perspective. Guys, the DXY, it ain't doing nothing but failing and going downtown. Like, yeah, we have our ups. We have our downs. We have a lot more downs than we have ups. But the facts are the facts, guys. CPI, let me show you guys something massive right now. This is just a quick Google, by the way, leading into our next topic right here. Well, for some reason, it's not loading for me. But guys, just today, they have shown that even though the Fed was saying all this stuff about, tackling inflation, CPI shows it's now at an even higher rate, 7.9. And the CPI doesn't even really show you an actual true evaluation of what inflation looks like, because they don't measure everything that we deal with. They're just measuring certain things to fit their parameters. It's more like 10%, to be honest with you. So again, not to get political, but our administration is not doing anything at all. The feds aren't doing anything at all. They've been talking a good game. Guys, it might hurt for a little while, but the proof is in the pudding. Actions speak louder than words. And what do their actions show us, guys? They ain't doing nothing about this. And they can't do nothing about this at all. At all. So how do you protect? The question is, Nick, how do you protect your financial, how do you protect your profile? How do you protect your assets, your wealth, right? You can't put it into a bank. You can't put it into a savings account. Your 401k is a joke. Retirement, all that stuff is a joke, right? Because again, if our dollar is losing value and we're in massive debt, you actually think, like, I know for a fact I'm not getting Social Security. I'm glad for everybody before me. I get it before and all that stuff. It's fine. You guys paid into it. You guys should get stuff. But like, I'm not getting it. I'm definitely not banking on it, because the government's not going to have enough money to do that anyway. They're going to close down that program. You see Medicare, you still see Medicaid. They don't have the funds as it is because it's poorly managed. You guys really think your bonds are going to be worth anything if the dollar's not worth anything? Like, come on, guys. So the proof is in the pudding right there. And also, I just kind of want to show you guys bonds. This is the 10-year bond. I love how everybody always talks about how volatile crypto is. This is the daily bond chart. This is the most volatile thing I've ever seen in my life. And people talk about it like it's some place that they want to run to. I'm sorry. No, thank you. Anyway, that's what's happening right now, guys. So we're seeing a bunch of things actually happening in the market because the CPI reports of inflation being super high. We have the Feds, again, this is kind of a ramble, but we have the Feds tied all together, coming out here in a couple of days on the 15th and the 16th, like Nick said, and they're going to have to make a judgment call. And, I'm betting that it's going to hurt just a little bit because, you're fighting people's fear and uncertainty, and market movers, market makers, whales, and hedge funds and stuff like that. They're going to do what they have to do to make sure they're in profits. And that means selling on you retail people that are in the traditional markets. Again, I have a saying, you guys were invited, me included. We were invited to the castle. We were invited to this fancy ball, the table. We were invited to dress up and bring our, our fruit plates and our wallets. I mean wallets when I say that. We're invited, but we were never intended at all to eat off that table. You guys got to understand, you're just there to fill the room. We're not the market movers. We're not the market makers. We're not the people who actually move this crappy traditional fiat centralized market that we've been using for forever. We're just here to feed them. That's really all it is. And hopefully the few that are here in crypto, especially you guys that are in the Cosmos space, like I've always said, you guys are, in my opinion, a cut above the rest. You guys are a little bit smarter than the rest of the people because you guys are in the right ecosystem. Hopefully we can break away from that whole traditional system where we are the ones being fed on, and we are the ones bringing, liquidity for all these other bigger players without reaping any kind of benefit for it. So that's what we got going on with the markets, guys. That's why we're seeing a little bit of a dip. We got a lot of uncertainty, not to mention the war. Nick, do you know, weren't they talking about, again, Russia was talking, I don't know, I'm not a political, analyst, or I'm not even pretending to do that, but I just watch the markets. But weren't they saying like they were negotiating a ceasefire or something like that for the time being for the benefit of like civilians? But didn't they also do that? And then Russia kept firing on people?
No breakthrough.
Yeah, okay. So nothing yet.
As of this morning. So
thank the OG. What's going on, everybody? Sorry, Nick's, we'll see all of you guys' stuff. I'm purposely not trying to look at it this time. You guys know I'm like shiny. Ooh, shiny. I'll go down a rabbit hole if I look over there, guys. But Nick will tell me if you guys say anything that I need to address for sure.
Do you know what PASG is, by the way?
Yeah, yeah.
No clue what that is.
I
They
need-
asked about it in the chat. I don't know if that's like a boomer stock or what.
It's super boomer. Look, just because I'm 41, I'm not going to answer that or even address it because I feel like if I do, I'm old, guys. Yes, I'm 41 years old. I know all that stuff because that was the only thing that we had available to us when we were growing up. But now I don't want to talk about it because it's hurting my feelings. Damn it. Hold on one second. This coffee is really good, guys. Nick says I cough because I drink too much coffee.
Dude, I had the same thing, man.
Yeah. It's COVID, man. COVID. You're DGen. That's 42. Look, all you guys. Look, I'm going to cough now that it is. Damn it. Maybe it is the coffee. Maybe it is the coffee. Oh. Anyway, we're going to move on, guys. First thing I'm going to talk to you guys now. Oh, wait. Sorry. We didn't even cover our firstborn child, our love of our life in the crypto space. We got to cover the Atom chart. I'm sorry, Atom. Look, I still love you. Come back here. You're my favorite child. $28.33 right now, guys. We did see some volatility. We saw price action bring us down to the high 27s. In all honesty, let me go ahead and go into the lower time frames, even though I don't like doing it. Let me go down into the lower time frames. We saw just recently, again, we're on the hourly right here, kind of like a floor. This isn't anything unusual, to be honest. If you have to zoom out a little bit, let me just show you guys right here. Previous price action in the past and versus where we actually found some support. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I can go back further. Oops, that is not the right tool that I was trying to go for, but we'll use it. We'll stick with it. Look at that right here. Previous support. Yes, we threaded it. You guys know I like threading. Like I don't invalidate things just because we thread in and out of stuff. But yes, we had support here before. We've threaded it. Support here again. Broke down. Bounced off that support line, which kind of led up into the 200 SMA. Came down here again, found support. So resistance, support, resistance, blah, 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 blah. You guys get what I'm saying? Previous support and or resistance usually does hold up in the future as support and or resistance. The question is, will it hold up long term? Now, if I go to the daily time frame, I love my daily time frame. Let me show you guys kind of, hopefully I can pick the right tool here. Pick the right tool. There. I was trying to get my horizontal ray. Let me show you guys here. This is a little bit easier to follow. You see how we have price action bring us right down to where we just recently found support and then bounced, found support. Yes, we wicked through it, but we had overall support. What I mean by that is look at the body of the candles, guys. That's where the majority of price action is on the charts on the daily time frame. We found pretty good support here, bounced again, and then broke down through it, came up, had support in the past. Again, of course, we're going to have support here. Question is, does it hold up? I'm seeing something kind of play out, but I don't want to give you guys, well, hell, I'll just say it. I'm reaching on this one, admittingly. I'm reaching on this one a little bit, admittingly, but check out this section right here on the chart, right? So I think it's going to be a little bit more dramatic. I got to say that as well. My thoughts are, which I'm like 50-50 on this right now. I'm just watching it. Is I think we do something similar like we did right here. It's going to be a little different though, because we have in 5 days the Fed announcement, and that is going to really either drastically change how much we see this dip down. But I think we're going to see something like this here on the charts play out for us here, which again will lead us into retesting this upward section of the wedge pattern here. So if we do anything like we did right here, it's going to do this, maybe come down, thread through this support, find some more support, and maybe not do completely like all these fantastic green candles, but I think we might find some resistance here and then be on our way to retest all-time highs again here shortly. I'm saying that because of what's happening in geopolitically. I'm saying that because I really do believe on what I said earlier with the Fed. I don't want to say I'm calling their bluff, but I'm definitely calling their bluff as far as to like how much damage they're going to do. I think they're going to do damage. I just don't think they have like as strong as a hand as they're saying they have. So I think along with the fundamental developments that are happening for the Atom token, for the Cosmos ecosystem here soon, I think more than likely we're going to see something like that. Now I'm still like 50-50 on that. So I'm saying that, but remember, I'm still thinking I could be somewhat wrong. So I need to see a couple other things play out for the Atom token. Another thing that I'm seeing right now on Market Cipher B, obviously RSIs are still doing their thing. Look how that kind of looks exactly like the same setup. Not exactly, but you know, it kind of looks very similar, I should say, to that setup there where we kind of had a really strong rally, a mountain peak formed. This is a head and shoulders, by the way, guys. You know, we are going to have something like this, a head form, and then we're going to have dumpiness because with every pump, there's a dump. We'll have another rally, another shoulder form or something like that. That's not exactly right, but you guys get what I'm saying. And then we might see ourselves as we go up and to the right, kind of do this, right? And then just be on our way. We're still climbing. We're still making these movements, these stair-stepping movements ever so slowly, which are higher price points on the charts. But I think we're going to lead up into that wedge pattern and exit like we came into this wedge pattern. You guys got to remember, I shared that with you guys before. When you're looking at wedge patterns, the way that you enter a wedge pattern doesn't matter on the typical bullishness or the bearishness of the pattern, because the angle does come into play. But usually the way you enter a pattern is the way that you exit a pattern. So after you ping pong for a little bit, boom, you enter or you leave the same way you entered. And if we are measuring that, this is just another option as well. I don't want to give you guys hopium, but just another option for you guys to think about. We entered it, and the way you measure the move out is by the opening of the wedge pattern. Guys, let me be real with you guys. I'm not giving you guys hopium here. If we break up, we could break up really, really hard, especially if things really, really take hold with shared security and the changes fundamentally for the Atom token. If bullishness comes back into the market, like realistically, guys, we could really see Atom, whether it be here, we could really see it go above $100. Now, I don't think it's not going to just be a clear skyrocket movement like that, obviously, but that is like legitimately how you usually measure moves, is from the opening. We could also measure it down here. And again, if you're DCAing from that line, you won't be in a bad shape at all. But right, we can either have one of those actually happen once we play out this long going wedge pattern that we've been kind of stuck in for a while now. We have a bit of time still left on the Atom chart. So we have, from where we are right now, this is kind of just like, a rough estimate, but like we could play all the way through to the peak of this wedge for another 195 days. So like another year, we could literally do that for another year. We could just see volatility for another year, kind of just doing this. We don't even have to stay exactly into there. We can just come down to that average line that I've been sharing with you guys and still just be making our way ever so slowly up and to the right on Atom's chart. That's like, honestly, we say it all the time and we joke about it, right, Nick? That Atom's a dinosaur, it just moves so slowly, literally. But it does move. And when it moves, you know it. Like, you absolutely know it. So I know it's frustrating at times, but don't sleep on it. Don't get stuck on, you know what? I don't want to put anybody on blast, but I'm going to share. Let me share it with you guys. I'm not putting nobody on. And I don't necessarily think this guy is wrong at all either, but I want to share with you guys a comment. Yeah, right here. This is the same guy. He's just like, I don't know who you are, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but like I get comments all the time. Atom is a complete fiasco and a very sluggish investment. For who? Because for me, and I don't know, maybe many of you guys, Atom has been one of the best investments I've ever made, guys. Like again, they went on to saying here, no. The total collapse of the market coming tomorrow with very high certainty. Atom will drop over 80% this month because it really needs to correct and revisit the $5 level or even lower. Atom is the riskiest investment that anyone can make. It's extremely unstable and can drop 50% in a day. Are you talking about all cryptos? Because like that's literally like all cryptos. It's sluggish and moves very slow, blah, 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 blah. Terra Luna. And then again, I'm not saying necessarily they're wrong, but what makes you think, let me ask you this. What in the world makes you think, friend of mine, I'm calling you friend, trust me, I'm not putting you on blast, but I just want to pick your brain. You're voicing it, so I want to pick your brain. What makes you think that Atom needs to fall all the way back down to, where's $5? $5 or lower. What other than a new virus, World War III, which again, I don't want to hear people get correct about that stuff. You can't predict, World War IIIs or nukes, or I don't want to say all that stuff. YouTube, look, I'm just being real. I'm just giving examples. Or like pandemics. You don't know that. If that happens, you're just hindsight quarterbacking and you got lucky. But like realistically, fundamentally, where do you come up with that needs to come down past $5? You know how much markets have changed since 2 years ago? Like, do you guys agree? What in the heck makes you guys think that I get, like, if you're going off just the, what everybody else throws out there on YouTube, altcoins can go down 90-80%. Yeah. There was also different market structures, different times. Like, we've evolved as an industry, as a technology, right? Protocols have evolved. When those things, not to say that they can't, we've seen them. But it's not, like, I don't want to say it's not, because that's like, everybody says it's a different market. It's a different market, and not all protocols are created equal. Cosmos is not like other protocols out there, other altcoins. Seriously, it's not. The reason why it's sluggish is evident in itself as why it's not going to do that, in my opinion. Could be wrong, and if I am wrong, I'll be the first one to admit it. I mean, hell, we saw during the Corona dump, 70.73% move down. But tell me, guys, am I absolutely just biased? I'm not trying to be a moon boy. I'm being real. You guys know me. I'm conservative. I share with it all the time with you guys. But like, okay, going past $5 would be, let's just stick with $5 right here. That's basically an 84 to 85% dump. Do you know how much ADA is locked up? Do you know how much you would have, like, you know how much would have to move that? I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. I'm not, don't look, Tank. Don't look. I'm going to get caught up on everybody's comments. But I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to rant. I just think it's important, right? Like, as we go through this fearful moments, as we go through the sell-offs, as we go through the red days and stuff like that, perspective is key. Having a game plan is key. Having having insight is key. Again, I'm not trying to be a moon boy. Some will fail. I mean, hell, I don't mean to throw them under the bus all the time, but let's be real. Like, I don't even need to chart this. Let's just get rid of all this stuff. Let's measure the move. This is ADA, like, right? This is the most hyped up coin of last year, and even this year too. Like, some of these other influencers are still, I hate using the word influencers, are still hyping this up. Guys, from the top to where it's at right now, it's set 73% now. Yeah, sure, we've seen moves, and it's a little different. It's different strokes for different folks, for different protocols. It's going to be different. That wick right there, I believe on Kraken, like, guys, set crazy limit orders. You can fill them sometimes. It's crazy. That's an 86% move. You can't see that. That's an 86% move down right there. Like, unless you're into weird stuff, which Adam and I don't know. I don't want to keep ranting. Adam's just, we have naysayers, and all we can do as cosmonauts, guys, is carry on, have conviction, and do what we've always done. And if you zoom out on Adam's chart, the majority of what we've always done, even this, is basically just consolidation after being launched. That's what I always say. There's always a consolidation, always a sell-off when things get launched, right? Always. It doesn't matter how it comes by. There's always first mover advantage, right? People that get in early with their capital, and then when other people come in, they sell off into that liquidity. But really, realistically, the vast majority of price action, I mean, hell, I can even worst case it, right? 445. It's going to be worse when I go down. Watch, my example will be horrible. That's 87 at the bottom of that wick right there. 80, 88, 89. Let's just say 89 versus 400 and something to the upside. I mean, get out of here with your guys' negativity. Get out of here. Come back when you're actually talking about, like, real stuff, and you guys got real stuff to show about it, not your guys' opinion. That's all I got to say. I don't mean to be mean, guy. Like, I don't even know who you are. Look, I'm still calling you friend. Even you guys can see my responses to him. I'm like as friendly as can be. Maybe you're right. maybe you're right. But right now I'm just seeing a bunch of opinions, which are a dime a dozen. Like I want to see actual statistic, actual price action, actual math. Come at me with that stuff and don't just tell me like I'm not making 100% like I could in something that's speculative like Dogecoin back when Dogecoin pumped. It's so slow. I can't wait for my investments. I'm impatient. Guys, the patient people are the people who don't have to worry about stuff. I'm not patting myself on the back. You think I'm worried about this? No. You think Nick is worried about ETH? He told you the other day, it doesn't matter right now what happens. He got in so early, it doesn't matter. He's been patiently waiting like big money should patiently wait. If you're an investor, act like an investor. If you're somebody just speculating, trying to make a quick buck and gambling, sure, say whatever you want to say. But don't talk to me about investments unless you're actually acting like an investor and bringing stuff that investors really look at. Anyway, sorry, I did rant. I said I wasn't going to, but I did rant. I hate it when people talk bad about my firstborn child. I'm not going to let it happen. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and jump into. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm sorry. You know I love.
Sorry, brother.
Cosmonaut, man.
Hey, man.
I gotta protect yourself. We're gonna duel.
as much as we shit on him, man, it's the granddaddy.
Yeah.
Can't really.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy, ain't it, guys? It's crazy. Okay, we're going to jump in now that we talked about our favorite child. Everything looks fine, guys. Everything looks fine. A-okay. Let's talk about, I keep saying this wrong, so I'm going to apologize beforehand. A lot of people are awaiting this airdrop for Sentinus World, whatever. You guys get what you guys can read. I can't say things though, apparently. Sentinus, I'm just going to say that. I know if I'm saying it wrong, whatever. But they actually have an airdrop coming, guys. If you guys don't know what Sentinus is all about, here is the Twitter handle for them. Check them out. It's coming for all of you cosmonauts. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, I'm not trying to down talk this protocol or up talk it at all. I do want to give you guys my thoughts after reading it a little bit. I do have a little bit of concerns when you actually look at the white paper, which they just shared back on February 3rd. What they're trying to do, guys, is they're just trying to basically be the platform that is bridging the gap between people and governance. In my humble opinion, we already have something that works pretty well. It's called DAO, and people are really using DAO to bring that kind of aspect into the Cosmos ecosystem or into the cryptoverse. I think they're a little bit late, bringing their product late to the expo, right? Like DAO already launched. It's going to be really hard to kind of reinvent the wheel is what I'm trying to say, when DAO works pretty well for what it is right now. And also when I was reading, and again, the team at Sentinus, I'm saying this wrong. If you guys would like, I invite you guys. I'm open-minded. If I don't treat me as if I don't know, because that's what I'm treating all of my content is, as a guy that's in the Cosmosverse, trying to do as much homework as I possibly can and sharing it with my fellow IBC gang members. No gang members and stuff like that. Like violence is not the key, but that's all I'm doing. So again, please don't take it as I'm trying to dog any project at all. I'm just bringing up my concerns and sharing it with the people because that's what we should be doing, right? It's all about the people. When you look at the white paper, there's a bunch of grammar errors, and I'm even horrible at grammar. So like for me to pick it up was kind of concerning. Like, okay, if you're going to be taken seriously, make sure you at least check your grammar. And also there was a lot of things in the paper, and this is the paper here, that really weren't very explained well, as far as like how you're actually going to fix that. You just basically say like what you want to do, but you don't actually lay out how you're going to do it. You just kind of give your ideas about it. So I was kind of like, to give you guys constructive criticism, team, I was kind of still lost after even reading all of this. Like I got your tokenomics, I got your guys' airdrop things. But for me, at first glance, this just kind of looked like a grab for liquidity, sharing your tokenomics, your token distribution, and you know, the allocations. But I didn't see anything as far as incentives go, or not incentives, infrastructure as far as the tokenomics, like a roadmap as far as inflation goes, an inflation roadmap. I didn't see anything as far as like how you're actually going to implement all of these cool mechanisms within your new DAO. So I was kind of like, you know, I was kind of just still lost after reading this. I'm giving you guys this information because one, there is going to be an airdrop coming your guys' way, regardless of how I feel or the concerns that I have. So liquidity is liquidity. You guys need to be aware of anything coming your way. If you guys decide to sell and or hold or give it a chance, it's on you guys. I just want to give you guys the opportunity to look into it yourselves and reach your own conclusion. But that's what I saw. Again, guys, chat, if I'm just crazy and overlooking things, and, you know, people said the same thing when I was talking about Marble, like you're just being too harsh and stuff like that. Let me know. I'm open to even hearing my own criticism, like people criticizing me. That's how we learn, right? Like, I don't know it all. I'm just telling you guys what I saw because I sit here all day long doing this homework, and I know a lot of you guys can't do it. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but, you know, I'm trying to look out for you guys. So let me know if you guys think I'm crazy after reading this. Do yourself a favor though. Definitely read this. If you're getting an airdrop, which is basically free money, doesn't matter if it's a couple $100 or if it's just $100, whatever it is, like, understand what you possibly could be selling or and investing for absolutely free, right? So that's my whole intent with this airdrop and sharing with you guys Sentinus. There, I think I said it right for once. Next thing we're going to move on into is a topic that we talked about yesterday per viewer called Fortis. I can't even say this. Why just have simple names, please? I'm from Hawaii and I have horrible English as it is. Fortis Economa? Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. How do I read that, guys? Talking hard. Reading hard. But I just kind of want to share this thread with you guys as well. Now, I got to be honest with you guys. As I tried to learn, I heard about them, but as I really tried to dig down into this and digest all the information that they provided, it was a lot. It was very nerdy. Was it not, Nick? I know Nick read a lot of this.
Oh, man.
It was hard. It was really, really hard. And I read a lot of white papers, you know, and sometimes I have a hard time, believe it or not, expressing myself correctly or grammatically or whatnot. This was a lot. So I just want to put that out there first and foremost. I'm going to share with you guys all this stuff, but I'm telling you right now, it's going to be so technical that you're probably going to stop reading the white paper after like the second page. They are basically trying to build here, I'll share it with you guys right here. Actually, they are basically trying to build, oh, that's their airdrop. I'm sorry. That's not it either. I'm so horrible. They're basically trying to build a place where everybody wins. That's literally like what they preach a lot. They actually have a protocol right here called, excuse me. Let me see if I can find it again. They don't have it here. I feel horrible. Where is it at? Oh, they had it. Now I lost it. I look so unprofessional. Where is it at? It's this OFAAFO. I think it's what, like all for one for all for one. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong, but it's something like that. And it's basically trying to get to where their whole design, their whole thought process is they want to build a place, a DeFi space where there is no greedy player taking advantage of people. Everybody wins. And the way that they go about doing it is, in my opinion, very confusing. Very confusing. Let me share with you guys really quickly just some of their tokenomics and how they want to go about doing it. I'm going to butcher it though because it's that hard to follow. But as you guys can see here, the tokenomics for it are for the foot. I think it's FOT token, whatever. There's a supply of 100 mil. Total supply is divided into 4 main topics: ecosystem, pre-market funding, GIF for Cosmos ecosystem. So obviously you guys airdrop. Again, I'm giving you guys this information because you guys are eligible, hopefully, for an airdrop. So you guys are going to be getting free liquidity to do as you see fit. You can sell, you can hold on and reinvest. It's free. It's an airdrop. Well, usually 99% of these should be free, you know. Shade. At you guys. Shade. You guys charge people to get something, which I don't like, but I still like you, but still. And then the rest of it goes to community and developer endowment. You can examine the percentage distributions down below. As you guys can see, just a simple chart. And you guys can see right here, the ecosystem breakdown. Now, the really interesting thing is, obviously you guys have heard me talk about private sales and public sales. They have a section here. explaining why they believe that it's okay. And I kind of got what they were saying. But again, if you guys want to look into this, do your own homework about them, and shade on you, Tay. I can't look over. That was a good one. That was a good one, Stone. Shade on you. Look, I still have shade. I'm just saying. Like, really? You guys are giving stuff away, but then you told me I had to buy it? Like, you're not giving it away. You're funding yourself. That's what really happened, by the way. Anyway, that's another topic for another time. But they're saying that the people for the private sale, even their team bought it with their own fund. Words are sometimes easy to come by. I'm one of those people. Actions, like I said, speak louder than words. So I'd like to see it in application, or in implementation, when it does actually be, when the protocol is actually deployed. But again, I kind of saw the justification for the private sale, public sale. The thing that was really hard to follow is this. This is their segmental structure of subsystems. And it's, guys, they're basically trying to share with you guys how everybody wins. And it's so hard to follow. I get it, I think, but it's so hard to follow. They have so many different variations, like right here, Legionnaire coins, wrap DeFi strategies, burn to stake, living liquidity pools. They have like so many different aspects that have to actually be utilized in order for it to make sense, that it was just like, I like the saying, keep it simple, stupid. Or like, I think that's the saying. That's what I say all the time, because I like to consider myself as one of those people. The more easier it is, the more simple it is, the better the use case and interaction people are going to have with your protocol. So I think, in my humble opinion, they've really overcomplicated a lot of things here in order to make this idea that they have for DeFi space and everybody working or everybody winning. But that's just my thoughts about it. So again, just want to give you guys an opportunity to get some airdrop. This looks really, really interesting, but there's a lot of moving parts to this for it to be fully, to catch a lot of adoption. And but anyway, I invite you guys as well. I would love to talk to the team. Convince me, convince the IBC gang. Tell us why this is important. Let me know, let Nick know, let us all know if we're just missing it entirely, and educate me. Because this was a mouthful. But anyway, we're going to move on, guys. If you guys want to go check out and actually do what you guys need to do in order to validate your wallet and be ready for this airdrop, check it out, guys. Again, click on things at your own risk. I try to vet as much things as I possibly can. Everything I share with you guys, I've clicked myself. So if I got the cooties, you guys are gonna get the cooties too, but I don't have the cooties, I don't think. So I'm sharing it with you guys. So just letting y'all know. Next thing we're going to talk about is Coindex. Guys, Coindex right now, we were talking about that yesterday. I looked into it. Actually, if you guys don't know, Juno Swap just listed Coindex. What is Coindex at right now, Nick? Or Coin? I think it's Coin is the actual token. Are you guys interested in this? Let me bring up Juno Swap right now. Guys. Where's my coin? I think I'm here, somewhere around here. Let's check out Coin real quick, guys. It's on here. How much is it going for? $40.56. I don't know where Nick went. Maybe he went to go bathroom.
What?
Yeah, there you are. I was asking you earlier if you knew what the coin token was. I just didn't know if you went to go use bathroom.
Oh, no. I've been here. I'm talking in the chat. We're having a little fun.
Are you guys interested? Are you guys interested in this coin? Coin is at least $40, it looks like. Yeah, that's what I got right here. $40.56.
Expensive.
Yeah. I mean, there's an airdrop coming. Even the snapshot hasn't even taken place. So when I was at Jiu-Jitsu last night, by the way, I got a stripe yesterday, guys. I got promoted yesterday. So good times. My birthday, got my stripe, stuff like that on my belt. It was good times. But in the middle of all that, Nick was like, "Oh, it's listed on Juno Swap," and I was like, "But they haven't even done their airdrop or snapshot yet. Like, what's going on? Is this, admittingly, I tried to look into it, but I didn't have a lot of time. Is this early investors providing, or that may have gotten like early allocations via their DAO or something like that are now providing liquidity or something? Like, I don't know what's going on. Looks like, yeah, it does. Yeah, same. Thank you, Cold. Stone Cold. One of my favorite wrestlers when I was a kid. It looked like a rabbit hole too. Like, not trying to FUD anything. Lots of FUD on coin. They copy and pasted everything. Yeah, okay, that's what it kind of looked like. Not my words. I'm just reading the chat. Again, Coindex. Come on the stream. Clear the air. I'm inviting you guys to have I'm giving my first knee-jerk reaction because that's all we have to go by as, people in the IBC. We only have what you guys put out there. We would love to hear from the team themselves. I know this is a DEX and a DAO and all that stuff, but there's a core team working it. I invite you guys to come to a positive-minded space, that is open-minded to hearing out discussions and giving a chance for protocols and teams to explain their projects to, their hopeful investors. I invite you guys, please hear me out. Like, if you guys know anybody that knows anybody, I'll let you know my people. Call Nick. Get a hold of Nick.
Just call me.
Get a hold of our people, and we'll talk it out. I would love to get to know more. Try to maybe weed out the FUD from the truth and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, I just kind of want to put that out there to you guys. Invest per your own risk. It's out there on Juno Swap, $38 now. I hope that I'm not moving the market. Don't make me move the market. I don't get away for that. Look, I didn't do nothing. I'm not even looking at it anymore. I'm still looking at it.
It wasn't me. Me.
Refresh. Oh God, I didn't select the right token now. Watch. It better not be 37. If it's 37, I'm gonna stop looking at it, guys. Okay, it's getting there.
SEC gonna show up, bro.
You pumping things. I don't have none of this, so I'm not pumping nothing. Oh man, get away. Don't stop looking at my screen. Okay, we're gonna go talking about the next thing right now, guys. Just compare everything to Juno. Yeah. Well, no, that'd be unfair. I want to talk to you guys about Craft Economy. Now, this is obviously kind of like a play on Minecraft, and I can never show my son this because he'd be like, I want to play that, Dad, for real money. Give it to me now. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to create a space, kind of like meta, kind of like a play to earn game or whatnot, from what I understood, where you can actually earn in their game, in their economy. Guys, check it out your guys' self. Admittingly, I didn't dive too much into this. I see my son already playing enough Minecraft. I'm all for playing games that like actually earn you an income. But yeah, like Minecraft's just like, I can't anymore. That's just me though. There could be a lot of money right here to be made. And if you guys just like want to dilly-dally and earn money while you're, playing games, could be something to look at, guys. And also there's going to be an airdrop. So be on the lookout for that, guys. Check it out. Be in the know. I'm just sharing with you guys the stuff that's coming on my radar. So if it wasn't on your radar, now you know where it is on your radar. When it's going beep, 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 you'd be like, oh, Tank showed me that. So free money is free money no matter what, guys. It's liquidity. Add it to your portfolio or invest it. Let's move on. Let's move on to something really cool. Is SIFT Now, I don't know if some of you guys don't like even talking about it because you guys are in the States and you guys, obviously can't use it. But if you guys don't know, there's some benefits right now, right, Nick? There's some benefits to actually holding on to Rowan. Guys, Nick was showing me. Nick has been doing this for a little while now. In here, if you guys are outside of the States, you guys can use this. I guess you could use VPNs. I just don't like doing that. One, I have a thing. I'm sorry. I know it's different now. Apparently somebody corrected me, and apparently like US users can in a roundabout way use SIFT chain. But honestly, like originally nobody in the US could use a DEX, and it was because of complying to regulations. And I'm just weird about like you're calling yourself a DEX, but you have restrictions on regions in the world because of what? Who's actually manipulating you kind of thing is what my thought process was. Not fighting you. There's money to be made there. I'm just like, that's just me personally. I didn't like that. So I was like, fine, I'm not going to use it. But you could go to Osmosis right now and you can buy yourself some, which is almost at its low right now. Do you guys know what the APY is right now? No, I'm not telling you guys to do this, but let me show you guys this. This is on Atom Scan, 257% just for staking it. Just for staking it. I didn't. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and I don't like the design either, Brad. I gotta be honest with you too. Makes me feel like I'm in like a fair, like a pixie or something like that. It's gonna, like, and I get it. Maybe that's the thing, but I feel like, you know, like Tinkerbell is gonna come out and be like, blessings with gains, money, or something. It's weird. Just my opinion. I know a lot of people are making money right now, but I'm actually interested in this, guys. I just kind of want to put it out on your radar. You could buy, which looks like, you know, to be honest with you, it doesn't look like a great, like, depending on where you bought it. But if you're on the sidelines looking for an opportunity, like, again, I always try to preach to you guys want to buy the bottoms, right? You guys want to buy the reds. Overall, we've seen much lower, so it could go down to 75 cents. If it does go into the 70-cent range, I'm going to be deploying a DCA strategy. That's just me. Don't listen to me for financial advice. I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm going to do because I want me some of that juicy APY. So yeah, just kind of want to put that out there for you guys. And also, if you guys actually go and check out their pools, if you guys can, I will be honest, there is actually some of their pools have really good APRs, APYs right now still. Like, they really do. Like, they if you can use it, use it. I mean, it's I think beats out. I don't want to say this because somebody might come out of the behind me and smack me for saying it, but I think they actually beat out some of the pools for Osmosis in comparison. Just saying. Anyway, we're going to move on from that, guys. Just putting out an opportunity for you guys. IPS is limiting the U.S. assets. Then you're not a DEX, in my opinion. Then you're just not. You're just not. Can
I just bring up a note real quick?
Yes.
Wolf Contract is tweeting some stuff about some whale games, and it's getting a little spicy, I feel like. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm looking at it. I'm reading the proposal that they just... Yeah.
Hold on. This is important, guys, because I love Juno.
This proposal 16, man. So there's some whale who's been wrecking the liquidity.
Proposal 16. Is it Arwell?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the address, but...
Correcting the game stake drop. Okay, guys. Breaking news. Just listed today. Correcting the game stake drop proposed by Core One after numerous discussions with the community. By voting yes on this proposal, you agree to reduce the game well address to 50K well cap that was originally set per entity prior to Genesis. Wait.
Yeah, I think this is the whale account that we were looking at.
We shared this account with you guys that we've been eyeballing for a long time that has a massive amount of Juno. The facts, here we go. The facts are that the Juno Genesis stake drop was gained by a single entity, willingly or unwillingly. If you guys don't know, so when they did the stake drop, there was an individual who has said that they were talking to Wolf at that time, who said that they were an actual company that did investments for multiple people, so for multiple entities. So they were like more of like a fund. And again, it kind of, to game that drop, you really have to, and to game any drop, to be honest with you, it takes a lot of risk and you have to be very forward thinking to do so. The problem is that they said this one person, like, obviously had multiple different accounts that all got 50K capped or whatnot. And so that they can, game the system, whatever. Let's go into this, though. It says the facts are blah, 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 willingly, unwillingly is not relevant to this matter. The well gamer poses a growing risk to the network and the stake drop error may be corrected. Excuse me. Gamed funds were consolidated into one address right after Genesis. So they had a whole bunch of wallets that all got capped at 50, and then they merged them all into one, creating a superpower, right? Nick, if you have that address, could you get it ready so we can share it with everybody? They've been sharing this with you guys for a while now. So game funds were consolidated into one address right after Genesis, which proves that one entity had custody over all addresses linked down below. It's considered to be broke This considerably broke the stake drop rules of having max 50k atom. So I gotta be fair. No, it didn't. If you guys read this, this did not break any rules. It takes a lot to be, regardless, right? Maybe this is just people that did their homework about Juno, like I was sharing with you. Nick and I was sharing with you. You can look at my playlist. I made a video way before the drop ever happened, telling people, because I was convinced that they should buy themselves some Juno, or at least consider it for the long-term holds. I was convinced. I knew I was going to buy as much as I possibly could at that time. So for me, it's still taking a risk. Now, if I had 50,000, like to max it out, I definitely probably would have. If I was in this person's position or these people's position, that's a risk that the success of it isn't guaranteed. They're taking a risk as it is. And, you know, anyway, to be fair, I don't want to go into a rant too much. I don't think they broke any rules. There's nothing to say that I couldn't have had 50 different wallets for 50,000 Juno and then merge them all into one. There's nothing in the write-up that says you can't merge your funds together after. There's nothing that says that at all. So no, they didn't break any rules. At the time of the Genesis stake drop, there was no way Core 1 to proactively counter this act. Yeah, there's not, because there was none. All's fair in love and war, guys. Like, this is investing. You invest and take that risk. This information would have been known, launched. So, like, I don't know. It would have just been gamed either way. That's not to stop this guy at all from having multiple different wallets. Anyway, let's just go into it. High risk to on-chain governance. Potential of buying validators with delegation in order to bribe them away from acting. Will Gamer can single-handedly wipe out entire DEX liquidity in 10 minutes or less. No, okay, so here's the thing. When people don't, like, what you guys don't understand, just because this wallet has a lot, and Nick shared with you guys this mint scan right here. Look, here's the thing, okay? Yes, he has a lot. Yes, there's the fear of dumping. Let me share with you guys how much this guy has. Boom. That's his wallet. And they are everywhere. It would be stupid for this well to try to dump everything, to splash the pot and kill the liquidity. Then he's just killing his own bag. You can only sell into as much liquidity that's there. Then we can go into the Osmosis platform. Now there's two different places to go to, right? But we can go into the Osmosis platform here, and on the Osmosis platform, there's only so much liquidity there. Let's take a look. Okay, real talk. Just shy of 1.7 in liquidity. This wallet has just about as much as that. Why would they kill the liquidity? Why, like that? For me, thinking as the well, if I sell, it's going to be in increments anyway, right? You don't want to kill your own. You don't want to pop the balloon that you're riding. Like, that's dumb. You want to do it slowly and gradually if you are planning on doing that. So let's just take that whole thing like, oh, they could kill it in 10 minutes or less. Yeah, if they were stupid. I highly doubt that they're stupid, though, just based on what they have. So there's that. Let's go into the other parts of here. Potential of buying validators. Yeah, you could, this wallet, though, is now in like right here, delegations. You can see them. They're in multiple validators. They're all over with validators. They're spread out pretty far with these validators. Now, if you go back to staking, you can see the list of validators and their delegations here. Again, there's lockup periods. Again, just to kind of get to it, I see what they're trying to say. But I think while it's valid to be concerned, I think you're over panicking a little bit. Smart money's not going to do that. Why would they kill it? Again, I've been preaching like forever about the tokenomics and the inflation schedule over the next 3 years. Like, why would you shoot yourself? Why would you cut off your nose to spite your face? Why would you shoot yourself in the foot if you're that investor? Yeah, you're in mad profits right now, but like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? If it was you and me, let's be honest, guys, and we had this wallet, Wouldn't you be doing the same thing? Would you guys be not doing the same thing? Yeah. If you do that, then your own bags are worth 0. Again, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make, I get it. It makes sense. I get the proposer and, you know, the thoughts behind the concern. I get it. But like, not really. What do y'all think? But they don't have anything. They don't have any power to punish him. This is what he's doing, honestly. And if they punish him, I'd be really, really concerned. This is anything that happens is per the governance vote, right? Like they can't do anything unless we vote on it, guys. So please be in the know. Like, you guys vote the way you guys want to vote. You guys vote the way you guys want to vote. I don't even think is this up right now?
Yeah, it's up on omniflix.
I'm going to share with you guys right now. I'm voting no. I could vote abstain, but I'm going to actually vote no because I believe that address, that individual or individuals did nothing wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. I'm not going to penalize them for something that I absolutely would have done myself. I'm not going to. You dump it off for jokes, but like, I don't know. Like, I get it. They're in massive profits right now as it is. But if you follow the breadcrumbs, like this looks like they're in it for at least a little while. This looks like they're building their castle.
They have a really big castle.
Yeah, I mean, and he's again going into the delegations. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Yeah, eventually, I mean, he makes, guys, if you guys don't know, let me take the same address real quick and go to, what is that? Is that MintScan? Was I on MintScan or AtomScan?
Yeah, MintScan.
Okay, let me go to AtomScan real quick. I like using both, guys. So this is AtomScan. Let me share with you guys real quickly something else. So this is his rewards a day. Why, it's, I'm trying to think of another analogy. I'm just like, why, if I'm him and you're him, why would you do it? Why would you kill the source of flow? Why would you dam it up? Why? When you're not even close to being we're not even at the first inflation. We're not even done with the first year. Why would you dam it up right now? Yeah, you can't punish. Don't punish him. You punish him, you're going to punish everybody. You're crazy if you don't think he's going to punish all of us or she. I don't know if it's he or she, but you're crazy if you don't think if you take this action, we're shooting ourselves in the foot or cutting off our nose despite our face. Seriously. That's just my 2 cents. Do your own research, come up to your own conclusion. That's what I think about that, guys. Well, if he didn't want to kill it, he's going to want to kill it now. I mean, why? But like, no, but why? Think about this too. Now it's like poking a bear with a stick, a tiny stick, and you don't have anything else. It's like poking a massive bear with a tiny stick. You F with this guy. You don't think he has the majority voting power? Yeah, all the concerns you're saying, you're just poking him with it. What are you doing? He doesn't have time. Okay, let me show you what he gets a day in rewards. Per day, a day in rewards. This is what he gets a day in rewards. Okay. So what he gets a month in rewards. I know there's a lot, like obviously he wouldn't have enough time. Like I agree with you. He wouldn't have enough time, but I promise you, is it all, maybe I can see right now. Wow. That's actually crazy. Look, this wallet, but I promise you, this is just this wallet, right? You think he doesn't have funds on the side to shoot off at people, bullets on the side to load in his clip and shoot off at people? You think he only has available six Juno? I highly doubt it. So I don't know. Again, I'm just going to go off saying he did nothing wrong. She did nothing wrong. You poke this bear, it's going to be bad for everybody. No, you see in the order of operations, upgrade, remove funds from Well Gamer. No, nope. I'm not about that. I'm not gonna sit there and keep going into this stuff about it. But like, if you guys want to see what Wolf contract, I haven't even looked with Wolf breaking stuff, right? Breaking stuff.
Yeah, it just came out.
So haven't even read this just yet, but do some research, guys. Real plan. This
just hope he doesn't get angry. That's all.
Yeah, like
that's like.
Let me see here. Probably good news for Juno, bad news for Well. It's time to clean up. The only dark spot on Juno after many discussions with the community. It's time to take action now. I got to read this later. I mean, honestly, if I'm being fair in criticism though, like if I'm sitting here trying to objectively think about it, maybe it'd be like the same argument that we had earlier, right? Maybe it will just suck for a little while and they'd be really beneficial long term, right? Like maybe again, you rip the Band-Aid off that initial kind of thing, but then eventually it gets better and stuff like that. Like it really would, of course, without this here, it really would lower the selling pressure, lower the volatility, lower the uneasiness, like on all fairness, it really would.
How did they remove the funds? That's my question.
Yeah, but I still, even if I'm playing both sides and try not to be biased, I have to stick with code, protocol, what was written, what was presented, what was fair at the time. He didn't break any rules. I can't punish somebody for something that they did nothing wrong. Like I can't, right? If you guys have ever been a juror, like this is like the same stuff. This is the same stuff. Like the question at hand is not how much he actually has or she actually has or what could actually happen to the ecosystem or to the protocol or to governance or whatever it is. That's not the question to this proposal. The question is, did they do anything wrong at the time to warrant being punished this way? I have to say they didn't. He didn't. They didn't. That's the real question. It's not about what could happen, right? Think about that, guys, when you guys make your vote. And I could be wrong. I could really be hurting us long. I got to put that out there. But we're being fair, right? That we're always transparent here. We're 100,000% with you guys. This is about the IBC. This guy is part of the IBC community. He's a cosmonaut, just like you and I. If it was you guys on trial, like it is this guy, and you guys were, fighting for your life financially or real, like you guys would want somebody to be real and ask the same question. Did you do anything wrong at the time of the accused? Like, no, you didn't. I got to be real. Like you guys would hope that I would vote the same way. I think at least I'm that juror that's going to lock up everybody maybe, but like, I got to be real. They didn't do anything wrong. So I'm not going to punish you and I'm not going to punish this guy. If it was me, hopefully you guys would do the same thing. But that's just my take on it. Don't be influenced by me. You do what you guys got to do. Whether it be to protect your own bags or whatever, you do what you guys got to do. We ran out of time for some of these other things. We were going to talk about Quicksilver protocol. I'm really interested in Quicksilver. I just deleted a couple of things. Let me share with you guys this article for you guys to read about Quicksilver. We talked about them the other day, but I'm going to do probably a separate video and talk about them in detail. Next thing, I'm sorry guys for the big rant. I'm sorry, but I think that's a big deal. That's a big deal. The Juno, what happens in Juno is a big deal right now in the space, guys. Bendit did. She is one entity who split 50K Atom into multiple wallets as one entity.
Yeah, but can you prove that?
But can you can you, if the even the argument, to go back to it again, we wouldn't even be having this discussion, right, if they just kept it in separate wallets. But the whole thing is that he brought it together, or they brought it together, right? Like, who's to say you and your best friend that trust each other 100,000% don't do the same thing? Thank you so much for the happy birthday. And combined your wallets to reap the high inflation reward APY or APRs that you're getting right now. And then they caught wind of that, and then they took everything from you. You didn't do anything wrong, right? It's only because that max limit. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to play both sides. I don't think they or she broke anything wrong, like did anything wrong. I just don't.
So my question is, how would they take the funds away? Would they just blacklist the address or what?
I don't know. That is interesting. What do you guys think? If they don't address it, it could be like, again, I'm trying to play both sides. It could be worse. Like, if, again, you guys know I have a huge bag of Juno. I don't want this to be affected, and I want to do what's right for the ecosystem, for the protocol. Obviously, I want to do what's right for me. But I also want to be fair. You personally think he or she did break the rules? Do you think they broke the rules after or before the drop? Does that matter? Does anybody have the link to the actual, the rules that they had for the stake drop or for the fair drop, whatever they called it?
Oh, that's like, we got to go way back.
Yeah.
For sure. It's in the paper.
Before the drop. So correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they say, because they tried to address this earlier on when they first caught wind of this, didn't they, like, I could have swore, I don't want to put Wolf under the bus or anything like that, because I don't know off the top of my head, that I could have swore that he actually said at one point, like, he actually talked to the individual that had the wallet address and was told that they were, like I said, some kind of like firm or fund or something like that, managing multiple different people's investment into it. And, obviously they just combined it or something like that. Something like that. They did something like that. So they got like reassurance or something like that. Of course, words, right? You could say a bunch of things, but what happens, that's, something totally else. Thank you, Altcoin Facts. I appreciate that. Brad, you know the rules, and so do they did say it's 50K per wallet or per person. So, I mean, but like, I think that's the wording, the verbiage in this is per wallet, right? Like, I'm just going to say probably per wallet is what they said, or per entity. But so if I have enough capital to split up and take that risk and put it into multiple different wallet addresses, that's still different wallet addresses. Like, the difference is, if that, does it say per person? And even if it does, how are you gonna know? Like, I have on my Kepler multiple different wallets, and it's, and they all have different individuals. One's personal, one's like, they all have different angles and stuff like that to them. If there's 50K per wallet, it's okay. If there's 50K per person, they broke the rules. But I think that's what they were trying to say, Matt. Like, they were like, it came from multiple people or whatever. But again, how do you enforce that though? Like, that's the question, right? Like, so how do you enforce wallet address? You're on Dex address. What are you gonna do? Flash your card, verify your wallet address, your profile. I think they played honestly. I mean, as much as it sucks, because I get what they're saying, I get the concerns. I think they didn't break any rules. hard to tell, right? If it says one entity, it means one person's can own 15K. Imagine you're in a shop and you want to buy an apple and the shop says one apple per person. So you're basically not allowed to rebuy. Yeah, I know you're driving. No, what's up, B? Enforced by vote. Yeah, I guess. I mean, again, I'm just here. I'm not trying to influence anybody. I'm just here to spark conversation. It's a very interesting conversation, which obviously we've hung up on. My first instinct is no, and I've already voted that way. I mean, I could change that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Rocking Ape. I think that's what, if he didn't combine the wallets, then we wouldn't even be talking. Nobody would care. And he'd still have those wallets, right? Like, whatever. The problem is he combined. A corporation is supposed to be act as one body again. The investor took all the risks. They should not be punished for it. Yeah, that is to say too, like, again, if you were to put yourselves, it's easy to say it on the opposite when you're on the opposite side of the table and not play devil's advocate or not play both sides. But like, if you were on trial right now and you were that well, and the accuser out of the blue, right? Like, you're just going about your day, you get pulled over, you get pulled into trial. Somebody's accusing you of something dramatically that will change your life, whether it be financially or like literally physically change your life. You would want the jury, if you guys have ever sat on it before, to really, really weigh out exactly all the fine details, not what you emotionally feel like is best, but the actual details of what happened in that specific time. And I do think this individual, in my personal opinion, took a lot of risk and played a word game by what was presented to them and us at the time before the airdrop. If you want to call it gaming it or whatever it is, fine. He took advantage of an opportunity, and that's all we ever. I hate that. See, that's the thing. He didn't game anything. He took advantage of an opportunity, which was what we're supposed to be doing, guys. That's what we're trying to do, right? As an investor, as somebody trying to stack. Let's be real. That's what we try to do. We look for opportunities, Don't think you're any better or some kind of like angel for buying the pain here. You're doing exactly what you're criticizing when you do this. I mean, I'm just being real. People sold at a loss here for negatives. People were crying and hurting here. And then the people who had the opportunity, who had the money, bought from them while they were hurting. You took advantage of that emotional distress and sell-off to capitalize for yourself when it turns around. Do not think you're some kind of angel if you're an investor. You're not. You're the complete opposite. You should be a stone cold robot killer. That's the name of the game, right? You take advantage of opportunities when they present themselves to reap rewards later. This is what this individual did in my mind. He did it by playing words per the proposal that was presented to all of us. So does it feel like crap? Yep. I hate that I don't have that wallet. Am I envious of this wallet? Yep. I want this wallet because I'd be doing exactly the same thing that this wallet is doing right now. If you were on trial and you did the exact same thing, if you had that opportunity and foresight and guts to take that risk, because you got to remember, even if he did split up the wallets, he took a big risk. Juno could have failed. Juno could have failed just like any other protocol. EVMOS, great example of that, right? All these over-the-counter transactions, early investors, they took risk just like everybody else on an opportunity that was presented to them that could have failed. Now, in this case, it did not. They're in massive gains right now. But what's really on trial right now? It's the actions of the wallets, right? I think based on that, he didn't do anything wrong. I would have, I would have done the same. Everybody would have done the same. And if you say you wouldn't have done the same, I'm not going to call you stupid, but obviously you're not as good as an investor as this guy is, or girl, or people. Because, yeah. We should be copying what these people are doing, not bitching about it. Anyway, guys. Yeah, I'm curious to like what concerns me. Even it's not even like I knew this wallet was there. Me and Nick shared with a lot of people a while ago, like some big wallets that we saw. The thing that really concerns me is, so per the game plan, remove funds from Well Gamer account, send funds to Juno community, which would be all fine and dandy, right? Whatever. Leave 50K Juno on the address, fair share. So you're going to strip him of, or her, and the validators,
Jesus.
and everybody else. Because you got to remember, when you strip this, you're stripping delegations as well. You're stripping people. You're also, you're indirectly punishing, because those validators give, like they're usually all 5, but like there are different amounts for Juno right now. Oh, I'm sorry. For Juno right now, they're all different amounts. The top ones are all 5, but you're talking, he's everywhere. He's everywhere. You're talking about like, what if these people, you're going to hurt people. You're going to hurt people because that's going to change. These validators are all business entities as well. They're not going to take the hurt. They're going to try to protect themselves as much as well. And guess who it all gets trickled down to? You, me. So you're going to strip them. I want to know how you're going to strip them, by the way. That's concerning. So you're saying you could just take from me? Like, what? That's kind of concerning to me. And then let's go on into it a little bit more. Core 1 will compensate affected validators with the next official delegation round. What about not just the validators? What about us? You don't think that's going to affect, you think that's just going to affect the validators? It's going to affect your delegations as well. I don't know. I don't know. That's the question, Stone Goat. I don't know.
Honestly, I give him a no with veto.
Yeah, I'm going to do a no. You guys do what you guys got to do. Like, again, this is a great conversation. I get it. Different strokes, different folks. You guys got to protect yourself and your assets, right, as best as possible. I want to protect my assets. I want to protect what I have in Juno. I don't want to see it go bad. I'm not patting myself on the back here. I want you guys to know this right now. And I don't want this to sound in any kind of way effed up at all. But I'm willing to bet the vast majority of you guys have more in Juno than the vast majority of you guys. So when I say that I'm going to vote no, don't think that I'm not considering the hurt. But I want to do what's right. And I promise you guys, I'm here to do what's right. Like, if it was me, I would hope you guys do the same thing. I think I'm right. I don't know if I'm right like 100%, but that's all I can go by is what I've gathered and the information that I have in front of me. And I don't think I did anything wrong because I would have done the same exact freaking thing. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on, guys. I'm sorry. We're going to try to, God, look, almost 2 hours already. We're going to try to go through this. We still have other things to talk about though. But guys, if you guys want to talk about this even further, I invite you guys, come join our Discord. Link down below, or if Nick or if somebody else could link it, guys. Join the Discord. Like-minded individuals, positive individuals, open-minded individuals who all just try to bounce off theses, ideas, and thought processes about what's happening in these in the markets, so that we can all benefit long term. Again, it's not a trading group or anything like that. We're just all like-minded individuals trying to accomplish the same thing, right? That's all it is, guys. That's all it is. So I invite you guys, if you guys want to talk about it further, I would love to talk about this further in our Discord, in our Twitter as well, guys. We probably will be talking quite a bit about this. And we probably will talk about it in live streams in the future. So I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let me know. We're going to go into a couple other things. I first wanted to talk about Owlies. Guys, this is an NFT on Stargaze. Stargaze dropping on the 11th, I believe. Of course, I'll be in a plane tomorrow. Again, just a heads up, we'll not be streaming at the regular time tomorrow. I will be on a plane to Florida. We will still try to put out videos, and I'm still going to try to put out live streams with my laptop. So it's going to be a little different, but just want to put it out there for you guys. Hourly's NFT drop. They do have an airdrop as well, so check them out. I've spent so much time, I can't hang out on these topics much more. Oh, I didn't even follow this. Excuse me. Sorry. Followed. Let's go into the next one real quick, guys. I want to talk to you guys about Crescent. As you guys can see, one of our favorite personalities on Twitter, Crypto Danny. We absolutely love him. He does a lot for the space, guys. Keeps people informed. If you guys haven't followed him, definitely check him out. Actually, let me go ahead and give you guys this link to this real quick. Invited, if he comes through my area, if we could actually have lunch sometime. So Danny's invitation still out, man. If you come through the South, man, let's have lunch. Letting you guys know, airdrop though, airdrop CRE token for Atom Stakers. Snapshot has already been taken. If you guys want to go check it out, this is the link right here for you guys to check it out. I haven't even checked it out yet. Guys, should we check it out right now? Should we check it out right now live on Dex drop amount? Multiplier. If participating in governance, I don't know if I did. The Gravity Dex didn't do that either. I don't know. You know what? Let me see. Maybe I'll be disappointed live on stream. Checky. Oh, I'm gonna get 1,335 CRE. Yes, CRE. Ooh, plus an extra boots drop amount. What? Look at me. I'm rich. Y'all don't even know anymore. Look at me. I'm rich. How much are you guys going to get? Let me know in the chat. Let Nick know in the chat too. Come on. How much are you guys going to get? Use the link. Guys. You see that? I'm rich.
Let me check mine.
I don't even care what happens to Juno anymore. I'm rich. Check it out, guys. Right there. There's the link right there. Copy paste your address. Let me know how rich you guys are. Guys, we're going to move on into just some information for the community. We are going to be interviewing Canna Labs. I'll let you guys know earlier that there was an opportunity with Canna Labs. They are going to be listing on Juno Swap. They're built on Juno. You guys can find their information here. I think there's some really interesting things happening for Canna Labs. So we're going to talk about what's going on. Oh, altcoin facts. Look at you, 12K.
Whale.
Rich. He's rich. Damn you, well. Did you do all the Gravity Dex stuff? See, I don't touch enough things. I need to touch it. I think touchy. That sounds bad. I'm not going to keep saying that. I need to do that. Guys, what else can we talk about real quick? So just kind of want to let you guys be aware though, we are going to be talking to the team from Canna Labs when I get back from Florida. Obviously I don't want to do the interview. Maybe we can, maybe we pre-record it or something like that and drop it, but I'd rather do a live one. So maybe we do one, if we can set this up. Nick is in talks with them. I'm in talks with them. We're going to be talking about what they're trying to do up in New York with recreational marijuana or hemp now being legalized. Guys, I think if you guys are into that kind of stuff, not that I just smoke weed all day and stuff like that. Smoke weed all day. I don't do that anymore. I just like investment opportunities and things that might actually be changing the fundamentals of our economy in the real world, guys. I think it's only a matter of time until marijuana and hemp actually gets adopted throughout every state, and we actually start seeing real big adoption happening like we've been seeing in Colorado and Las Vegas and yada yada yada. So yeah, I'm interested there, guys. Check them out. If you guys want to just kind of sit back and wait for the video to come out or wait for the live stream, you can do that as well. But I just kind of want to get you guys in the know. We are going to be talking with the team there. If you guys want to check out what they're all about, though, here is their link to their website. Look at that pasty, icky, sticky green stuff. Not promoting doing drugs. You guys do drugs on your own risk management, just like investing. You guys do it per your own risk. Guys, that's all I got. We spent a lot of time. We'll quickly do an AMA. If you guys have anything you guys want to talk about, I'm sure there was stuff that we missed, but I'm sorry we ranted so much about Juno. That's important though, guys. That's super important. Nick, let me know. Anybody have anything?
From way early in the stream, Cosmos Insider said, can you check Akash? I just bought some right now. Will DCA?
Yes. I bought me some Akash too. I bought me some Akash just yesterday. But yeah, let me show you guys again using the 200 SMA strategy. are just using, actually, I think I used, forgive me. I actually think I used the 100 SMA strategy right here. Let me double check. Yeah. So again, the strategy that I use with the SMAs still works on charts that don't have a long time horizon for price action. So all you need to do is just, take the 200 SMA and then replace it with the biggest SMA or EMA, whatever. I like to use SMAs, whatever you have. Again, I just decided I could have used the 150, but I just used the 100 here. This is the 100 SMA. I'm sorry. No, it's not. That's the 200. Anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. You guys are just going to have to trust me because I'm not going to try to ramble all too much. We had a 40.64% move down here from it. We had a 63.57 move down from there. That gave me the average move, 52.10, total average move below the 100 SMA once it gets broken over the past breaks. It's not a lot. So again, guys, we need more data. We need more dots to gather information on. That's just based on what I have. I could probably do the 50 SMA to kind of give me a little bit further readings, but that's what I have right here. Lo and behold, look how that played out though. Just recently, again, we're on the daily time frame looking at Akash. We wicked right down here. Now I did this back when we were doing all this here, guys. I put this line out here and look how price action just came wicked straight to it and ran away from it, guys. That is where I'm deploying capital. Again, I bought a little bit just yesterday because we were retesting basically, a zone, and I don't know exactly where the bottom is for a retest. So around this area is fine with me for my first DCA buy, but I bought a little bit here. If it comes down here, I'm going to do my second purchase and reinforce my position with more positions. And then if it comes down here and it comes down here per my own management, I'm going to be buying more of Akash. I'm bullish on Akash. I think it's just a little bit ahead of its time. I do think once people start breaking away from centralization, like AWS and all these other cloud-based services that are out there that are all centralized, we're going to start seeing a really good turnaround for the Akash network, guys. And again, we have a Strange Clan. We have a lot of things actually finally putting Akash and its network to use. So the more and more companies and more protocols that come online, that come alive and actually start utilizing what they're doing, we're going to start seeing it turn around, guys. It's just trying to find a flooring position. That's all it's doing, guys. It's all it's doing. As a protocol, I'm super bullish. As a price, I'm patient. So yeah, that's what I got on the charts. Anything else?
Anything on the decentral? I'm not sure how you say it. It's a browser.
DERC?
Yeah, decenter.
Yes,
I haven't.
If you're talking about, I got coffee on my nose. If you guys are talking about, just recently, it was like one of them that just pumped because they actually have been doing, if this is what you guys are talking about right here. Are you guys talking about, I don't ever want to say this on stream because it looks like deck, but a DEC token, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, let's look at the chart real quick, guys. Good morning. Decenter. I'm not even going to say the abbreviation. Right now, the lowest just recently, guys, got all the way down to 0.0467. I'm going to just treat that as my buy area. You want to buy previous support, and that is the lowest it's been. So hopefully going forward, that acts as a level of support. If you guys want to start DCAing, if you guys have already missed the bus with this uncertainty again leading into the 15th, there is a good strong likelihood that we could come down to this previous levels of support, which is right around 0.0479. It's really simple, guys. All you have to do is be patient, look for previous price action where it bounced off on the charts, take that, make a line. Of course, we can't really do it because we don't have the fancy tools here in Osmosis. I'm going to find out and try to make a push to try to get some of these protocols on TradingView. I don't know what I have to do. I'm going to do what I have to do. I don't even know if that's like a legit thing I can do, but I'm going to try. So I can chart it for you guys, but, or I'm going to find a third party application so I can chart things for you guys. But as you guys can see right here, this is where I would be first deploying, my first buy, soft buy, my first little DCA. And then again, if it comes down below this second buy, you guys already know how I do my DCAing. I do it in 4. I reinforce my positions with more positions. Right now, it does look like it's dealing with some selling pressure. A decentralized, like web browser is a little bit ahead of its time. Like I like the protocol. I like the ideas of a lot of these things. Centralization sucks, right? Like you want to get off on all of these things, but you don't also want to be too antsy on some of these really bullish ideas and protocols that hopefully have strong adoption going forward. But like DVPN, like Akash, like DEC, a lot of those are just a little bit ahead of the adoption curve, or the rate of which people are ditching centralization. I think there's the possibility to get into a better position. So be patient. Next in line. You use the web browser. Is it good? Man on the mission. Sorry, Nick.
So I just wanted to mention you should maybe bring up the stuff about the giveaway.
Oh yes, I do want to say this. Sorry, we're just going over time now. So for the stream, I've been so excited and preaching to everybody. And this is I 100% take this full blame. This is on me. Again, I'm not like a professional. I'm just a simple dude with another dude trying to do what's best for everybody and give you guys our thoughts on stuff. So as I say this, please understand, I take full responsibility for it. I've been telling everybody that we're going to be doing a giveaway once we hit 1,000 subscribers and give it to 2 lucky individuals who've been current subscribers to the channel. Once we do hit that, I'll be honest with you guys. We tried to compile all that stuff and we're going to pull all the names and whatnot the other day. Now, I don't think I can actually show this to you guys without showing you guys stuff on the channel that I can't. Or at least I don't know if it has information that you guys can't see. So I'm not prepared. But
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, there's a thing, just to be real with you guys, there's a thing where when you sign up for YouTube, you either check yourself as private or public, and by default, most people are set to private. So I can't actually pull the whole list of 1,000 users. And since I can't do that, I don't think it's fair for obviously the people that don't know that they're private or would not be included into that list. Even though there's like probably half, it's like almost half people are public, half of them that are subscribed are private. And so we could have just like not told anybody and just done the giveaway to whoever was public and just done it that way. But I want it to be fair, and I want to give people the opportunity to. It's on you guys. Like maybe I just did something and it was no way a good way to do it, but I was trying to think of a fair way to do it when I first initially started doing the giveaway, and that's what I came up with. But if you guys want to still be in consideration, we're going to leave it for like a week and we're going to postpone the giveaway. If you guys would make yourself public for a week, for a week at least, or whatever it is. You don't even have to do it right now. Cause like I said, you guys got a week. You can make it public like in 6 days or something like that, for a day or whatever it is, just so that we can pull your information, put it onto a list, and make a fair drawing as much as possible to everybody. Because I don't want you guys to miss out. You guys have been supporting the streams. You guys have been listening to me rant. You guys have been putting up with me, and I want to give you guys that opportunity. You guys know, like I've been saying, I try to be fair and with what we're doing and totally transparent. So it's on me. It's on me. I thought there was a better way. Or I thought I did that in a good way. I thought I could just like grab the list, put it on Excel or even Google Sheets, get a randomizer, spin wheel, assign numbers to everybody, spin the wheel. And if it was like 50, like number 50, I would just pull from that list and that's who won and stuff like that. But I didn't think that far ahead. So you guys could, scold me, but that's what we're doing with it, guys. That's what we're doing with it. Anything else? Nick?
I think we're good. I don't have any other questions here.
Long stream today, guys. It's all Juno's fault.
It's all Juno's fault.
It's all
these
Juno's
filthy
fault.
animals have to get out of here, man.
We talked about them for so long. You filthy animals. I hope you guys are doing good. Guys, come join the Discord. Please, if you guys are new here, subscribe. There's benefits. We do giveaways all the time. We try to keep it real with you guys. We try to keep you guys informed. We try to give you guys food for thought. Again, we're not gurus. I've made a lot of money, though. And I'm just trying to share with you guys how I've done that. So if you guys like the content, do us a favor, do yourself a favor, do everybody a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. With that being said, you guys get out of here. Enjoy it. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be live streaming. I'll be on a plane. But I'll keep you guys in the loop. I'll do all kinds of shorts. I'll keep you guys in my heart. Peace. Get out of here, you filthy animals. Get out of here. Beat it. Gone.